Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Reverend Dr. Holly K. Lindsay coming at you again with another edition of Special Delivery from Heaven. Praying all is well and that you will have an awesome day. Our scripture for this message is found in Psalm 36 chapter verse 6 from the New Living Translation. And it reads, "Your righteousness is like the mighty mountains, your justice like the ocean depths. You care for people and animals alike, O Lord." And today our topic is descriptions of an awesome God. Descriptions of an awesome God. As I begin to read out today's message, when we can't see something, we ask for descriptions. For example, there may be someone that a friend of yours may know, but can't recall what he or she looks like. You begin to describe them. He or she may have dark hair. He or she might be light-skinned, dark-skinned, white, or whatever race. He or she might be tall or short. He or she might be skinny or fat. You keep on describing until either the person remembers or they're not so interested anymore. I want to stop by today and provide you with some descriptions of the awesome God that we serve. David does this for us in Psalm 36:6 from the New Living Translation. David begins today's text by describing God in this manner. Your righteousness is like the mighty mountains. When you read this one can infer that God's righteousness is high. When you think of mountains, they are usually very tall. The world's tallest mountain is Mount Everest in Nepal at 29,029 feet above sea level. The tallest mountain in North America is Mount McKinley in Alaska at 20,310 feet above sea level. The tallest mountain in Africa is Mount Kilimanjaro at 19,341 feet above sea level. At the end of the day, God's righteousness is higher than any of these mountains. If truth were told, you ought to give God praise for his righteousness being that high. His righteousness fights for us. His righteousness covers us. His righteousness affords us the opportunities to have the desires of our hearts. David continues by writing this: "Your justice is like the ocean depths." According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, the average depth of an ocean floor is about 12,100 feet below sea level. According to Geology.com, the deepest point in the oceans of the world is found in the Pacific Ocean. The name of this point is Challenger Deep at Mariana Trench. Its depth is measured 36,070 feet below sea level, which is actually taller or deeper than Mount Everest. Yet again, God's justice is deeper than that. God's justice comes in and saves you from making a mess of things. God's justice comes and fights for you when you can't fight for yourself. God's justice is the best superhero of all superheroes. Appreciate the depth of God's justice. Lastly, David writes, "You care for animals and people alike, O Lord." In other words, as God cares about you, he cares about the cats, that deer you don't want to hit in the streets. God cares about them too. That person that's outside wanting some loose change, God cares about them too. No matter who you are or what kind of animal you may be, God cares for them all. If God can care for animals and people, can we at least care for people and animals too? In closing, we obtain some descriptions of our awesome God. He is a God that cares. He is a God that has a deep amount of justice. He is a God that has a high level of righteousness. Who couldn't serve a God like that? This is the Reverend Dr. Holly K. Lindsay signing off. Have a great day.